And as we can see right here, after this jump cut, it looks like PCSXR failed. So, forgot about the single dash. Looks like PCSXR and PCSX2 are the ones that need to go. I think I see what's wrong with PCSXR. Here's what's wrong. Or at least what I would assume is wrong. Pango coverage.h fatal error hb.h. We'll try and emerge resume and see what happens. It checks for everything it theoretically needs. It goes on to building the program, and then it fails right here. This is part of the troubleshooting process, and if you're troubleshooting something, you always want to troubleshoot from the first issue that crops up. In this case, I am not seeing any issues prior to that first fail. We have to troubleshoot first what caused this, because this might be causing a cascading failure which causes the issue with this. Apparently, we are missing hb.h. This is part of pango coverage.h, or something pango coverage depends on. What we do here, introspection, x, debug, sysprof, and test. We search for anything else which may share the name Pango. About.dlg.c.o failed. Has ABIX8632. It does not have X. Perhaps that is required. Indeed, I am not seeing anything else which might require. Okay. Echo x11-libs /pango, capital X, push that to /etc/portage /package.use /x11-libs. Okay, let's knock SNES9X off of here and see what it pulls in. Still nothing. That tells it to look for new use flags and go as deep as it possibly can in checking for programs which may require new use flags. This is likely to output a longer list of dependencies for the programs, as I thought. So echo x11-libs /lib xft abi _ x86_32. Output to /etc/portage /package.use /abi x8632. Now let's see what it says. Alright, doesn't look like there's any issues, and let's restart. I'll be coming back to this whenever this thing fails or finishes. Looks like it failed again. So let's investigate. Is there anything else that failed prior to that? Like I said, you always have to investigate your failures from the top to the bottom. And it looks like that's the first failure right there, as well as the last. So let's investigate. In file included from /user/include /pango 1.0 /pango font.h pango attributes.h pango.h gdk types. Oh, this is a different directory. Include gtk 3.0 gdk types gdk app launch context gdk.h gtk.h, and from var temp portage games emulation. Oh, this is from the actual work on the thing. /user/include /pango 1.0 /pango coverage.h 2810 fatal error, no such file or directory. And it says include hb.h. I don't know what provides that. It's not here. I've got an idea. No. Yes. This looks exactly like what we're trying to find. Aha! It's something to do with harfbuzz. Actually, that's mentioned right here. MediaLib's free type is installed without harfbuzz support. This may lead to minor font rendering problems. See bug 712374. Let's go back to here. media-libs/free type harfbuzz. I'm probably also going to want svg utils and x portage package use media libs. Now, let's see what all it pulls in. Okay. I goofed on the spelling. That's just a word to the wise. Don't goof on your spelling. It was bound to happen eventually. Think I can admit that. Now let's see what happens. In D and go. I'll come back to this whenever this thing fails or succeeds. Well, that was fast. Looks like it failed again. And with the same issue twice. This hb.h is really getting on my nerves. It's right there, but for some reason, it's not visible to these headers right here, which would be Pango and GTK. Let's do a little bit of research. We're going to find out what use flags they have enabled, and hopefully that'll provide us some semblance of, wait a minute, but this is GTK 3.0. And oh boy, wow, that is a lot. GUI libs GTK, but that's not the one that we need. We need the 3.0 version of it. And I'm guessing it's already installed, so x11 libs GTK plus. Emerge pvt x11 libs /GTK plus. Still no mention of harfbuzz. That's probably not the problem then. Let's take another look at Pango. And I'm not seeing any problems here either. I've got an idea. What this does is it applies the harfbuzz use flag to absolutely everything that supports the harfbuzz use flag. We're going to see what's broken. But I still don't understand why Pango would not have something in the way of consideration for where hb.h might be located. Adding the harfbuzz use flag doesn't do anything. I seem to be at an impasse here. No matter. We'll get to it later. What this will do is it will cause it to ignore PCSXR for the time being until I decide to redo the process. After all, it's pulling in all of these other packages, which could have some effect, albeit minimal, on how harfbuzz is actually working. We'll let these run, and hopefully PCSX2 doesn't have the same issues. It looks like PCSX2 actually finished with no issues. So I do have to wonder what is up with PCSXR. all the same. Everything's exactly the same. Although, now I'm seeing something wrong. Output that to /etc /portage /package.use /games -emulation. At most one of. Okay, so I need to do this as well. That'll put it on 2 separate lines, but it makes very little difference. So this will enable ALSA and disable SDL. Apparently it would have used SDL for audio processing, but since I'm telling it to not do that, we're going to see if some combination of this as well as the whole harf buzz thing and whatever PCSX2 pulled in might actually fix things. If not, I'm going to have to do more troubleshooting, and that's mostly going to be done on the back end. And you always have to assume it's the last one, or the first failure rather, that actually caused the issue. In this case though, I'm not so certain. For example, Ninja build stopped subcommand failed, but where did it fail? I've got one more idea. This is going to make it go very slow. But it's also going to ensure that different tasks don't complete before they should. And it still says there's a failure in hb.h. No such file or directory. Maybe Pango is looking for it in its own directory? Pango. No. I do, however, see an alternative option. If it's not going to point directly to hb.h under harfbuzz, what we can do is go to here and ln-s space -s harfbuzz hb.h to /hb.h and ensure it's got the same kind of permissions as the rest of everything else on here. That is 644. No, it's got 777. ls-l harfbuzz hb.h chmod 644./hb.h. And you see we've got a number of other things that have the same kind of thing going on. Okay, well I guess since it's a link it just doesn't count. Now we're going to see what happens. This is how you do troubleshooting. If it's not able to find the header there, I don't know where it's looking. Yes, it appears that it's not working so well because hbblob.h also no such file or directory. That updates environment variables, which basically causes it to update your path and things such as your PS1, which is your prompt, this thing right here. Now I could either do a whole ton of debugging on the back end, or I could just simply do this. For everything that it says it's having issues with, hb-blob. And just keep rerunning it until it stops having errors. We rerun it, relink it, redo everything until the thing stops having errors. And whenever this thing finally succeeds, I'm going to show you just how many of these I had to link. But for now, it's time to start a jump cut because this is going to take a lot longer. And we finally got it installed. What did it take? All that. All of those symlinks had to be established in order to make this whole thing work. Why the source code can't just tell it to look under harfbuzz if this is not here, I don't know. In any case, we now have PCSXR, we have PCSX2, and we have SNES9X. Why SNES9X is not here, I do not know. Is it somewhere else? Well, for some reason PCSX2 is right here. That's weird. So as far as I'm concerned, if SNES9X is somewhere on here, it could be literally anywhere. However, let's do the more simple route, just to make sure it actually works. That's why it's not working. It doesn't seem to have a graphical front end. It also doesn't seem to have ALSA support built in, or OpenGL, or PNG support. All told, it seems like I neglected to put a whole lot of stuff in. Echo, games, -emulation, /SNES9X, ALSA, GUI, netplay, why not, OpenGL, PNG support, push all of this out to /etc, /portage, /package.use, /games, -emulation. See, this is one of those things. Sometimes, when you enable a use flag on one thing, it will require you to enable a use flag on something else, one of its requirements. Echo dev-cpp /gtkmm capital X /etc /portage /package.use /dev-cpp. Try it again. And here's the funny part, okay? The following use changes are necessary to proceed, but above that it says it might be possible to resolve this slot collision using one of these. Well, these two are basically telling you to do the same thing, kind of. x11-libs /Cairo, ensure that it does have X, and push that out to /etc /portage /package.use /x11-libs echo dev-cpp /Cairo x, push that out to /etc /portage /package.use dev-cpp, and try again. Looks like those change of use flags actually fixed everything. We enabled the X use flag on Cairo and the X use flag on Cairo and we are now going to install SNES9X. See how long this takes. Jump cut. So only about 21.5 minutes later, the thing actually finished. That's not bad, I would say. And SNES9X now shows up here. Like say, SNES9X is a Super Nintendo emulator, PCSXR is a PlayStation emulator, and PCSX2 is a PS2 emulator. I'm not going to be demonstrating those actually working in this video because it's already getting too long. That'll be for the next video.